Welcome back to the Wise Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Nat Palestino, and I thank you once again for tuning into my show. Today I read an interesting book about a year ago. It was called We Who Wrestle with God, and it's by the acclaimed psychologist Jordan Peterson. And as I was reading the book, I read a great line on page 304, and I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to give my insight for you based on my blog post last year. So the quote goes, do not look back on what you have left behind once you have learned to look forward in a better direction. Now, don't look back, right? Well, have you ever tried walking forward while looking behind you? Not a great idea, right? You either trip over your own shoes, smack into a lamppost, or get awkward looks from a passerby. Life works the same way. Once you found a better direction, looking back at what you left behind is like checking the rearview mirror while going full ahead at full speed. It's only useful for a quick glance, not your main focus. That's exactly what I'm about to analyze in this quote here. So it's a friendly but firm reminder that when life moves forward, you should too. Let's break it down. We all been there, obsessing over previous decisions, lost chances, and that awkward third grade incident that strangely still bothers us. The problem is that focusing on the past won't make it better. Dwelling on the past is pointless because unless you have a secretly created a time machine, please share it if you have it. So consider this. You're currently eating a really bad sandwich. You understand halfway through that it's terrible. Do you keep eating it just because you started? Not at all. You discard it and go on to something more worthwhile. The same is true in life. If you've discovered something better, why hold on to what isn't working for you? Think about your car's rearview mirror. It's small for a reason because what's showing behind you is less important than what's in front. If you drive while staring at it the whole time, well, let's just say your insurance company won't be happy with that. The same goes for life. We all have moments we wish we could redo, whether it's a career move, a relationship, or those acid wash jeans we used to wear. But once you realize there's a better path ahead, why keep revisiting what didn't work? It's better to keep your focus forward, or you'll miss all the good stuff coming your way. Now, I'm not saying to just forget everything. Some experiences, even the cringe-worthy ones, actually teach valuable lessons. But think of those lessons like postcards from past vacations, not heavy suitcases you drag around forever. For example, bad breakup. Lesson, you now know what doesn't work for you in a relationship. You have failed business idea. Lesson, you learn resilience, creativity, and where not to invest your money. Embarrassing karaoke performance. Lesson, some songs are best left to professional singers. The point is to make what you learned and move forward without dragging the emotional baggage along the ride. Once you found a new, healthier, happier, or just plain smarter direction, commit to that path. Think of it like upgrading your flip phone to a smartphone. There's no reason to go back, unless of course you enjoy outdated screens and push button texting. No judgment there. Instead of wondering what if about the past, start asking what's next for me about the future. Start to get excited about new possibilities rather than mourning over the old ones. The final thought here is, at the end of the day, life is too short to keep looking over your shoulder. You're not going that direction, so straighten up, take a deep breath, and move forward with confidence and maybe a little boldness. If you do happen to trip along the way, just laugh, get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Forward is the only direction that truly matters. If you enjoyed this episode today, please do me a favor, subscribe, and leave a review so that more people can find this podcast online. Thanks again for tuning in. See you next week.